Okay, so yeah, that's it. I'll do the necessary. I was gonna just take that one and post it straight up so we can share the live link to others and then we can get straight into it. Okay, there that goes and we can go straight into the game. Okay, you guys are gonna give me 1 sec. Let me just get my stuff ready so I can. Okay, game has loaded. I'm using online yet. The last sound is playing. And I think everything should be okay from that end, from you guys' end. So I'm just gonna mute invites from other people, privacy, invites, so that people don't, accept requests from me to join them in rank or whatever, while I'm live and stuff. So yes, I'm going to send the link right now. So while no one is actually here, I'm just gonna do a little thing here. We are doing some searching.
Flowers bloom across the land, and our celestial city thrives in an era of peace.
Okay. Just gonna drop the link for this.
A ruler's work is never done, but your presence is not forgotten.
Okay. That's far. Okay, so sorry, but by the way, I was just a bit distracted, but you guys should just relax, okay? Sit tight and enjoy the stream. And right now, it's not a little bit of not tuning, but let's do best of two then. Let's do best of two. Let's do best of two. Let's do best of two in that case. Since they pushed it to Sunday, let's do best of two. Let's do best of two. Where is just gonna have to chill for me. Let me just. I think I'm just logging in now. Okay, let's do them here. This one is catching me up. No, I'm not. I'm streaming. Okay, so I'm also going to. I think that's gonna be good. So far, so good. I think that's gonna be good.
I have united the hearts of my people, but what of your heart?
So if you're actually here with me right now and the sound is really too high, you just let me know, okay? Let me know, okay, on the comments so that I can know how to rectify things from my own end as well. Already, it's pretty cool here. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, where's my...
Flowers bloom across the land, and our celestial city thrives in an era of peace.
That's good. How many mean epic? Damn, that's crazy, man. I mean epic. And that's one thing about being a caster. You don't even get a chance to even play the actual game, and it's just it can be a very can be a very tasking role, especially sometimes when you have schedules popping up here and there. And they shifted the something for area. That's nice. That's pretty convenient. Sunday's nice. Sunday's okay. Maybe you have to go to parents and just confirm that from make sure that. Sorry, I got a bit carried away. So if you're in the stream right now, welcome. I'm not watching the stream myself, so I can't really see the comments right now. I'm not doing the layering over this stream live. So if you're in the stream right now, welcome. Alright, I'm applying to join the lobby. Don't know what's going on with Riot there. Don't know why he's not letting me in. But I think now I've sent it on send, and I'm going to watch the stream now myself to make sure that my voice is not overshadowed by the game voice. That's very important. Okay, it's pretty much overshadowing at this point. Alright, so the music is a bit high. I'm just gonna drop it down a notch, put it there. So let me see how that is from here. So just to turn it down a notch. Oh my goodness, that was just miserable, man. Come on. I gotta fix this though. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring it closer a little bit. Yeah, that's crazy. What is wrong with this earpiece, man? I want to know how it is. Oh, Hyper ML says first. Well, welcome. That's okay. I'm going to actually have to change some things. I'm gonna have to change some things because it's a bit loud, and I think it's because of the sound here, the device volume. So I'm gonna drop that down a notch really well and see how that is on my end. So now that I've dropped it down a notch, I'm waiting for Jiraiya to invite me though. I don't know what's going on the other end. So if you're watching the stream right now, I can see two people already watching the stream, so you can just let me know how it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna drop that down a bit even more, just so that it doesn't overshadow so much. Okay. And yeah, I think this should be okay. Small, because I fixed this stuff like yesterday. Because I streamed it before yesterday. Okay, I think this should be okay now. I think this should be perfect. Now. This should be perfect. Wow, it's still very loud though. Wow. We're still loud for some weird reason. Let me try raising my sound volume too. Okay, let me see how that one will be. Like, the music bar is crazy. I think normally this M6 naturally has a very loud song. Even if the volume is low, the song kind of goes really, really high. So I think if I play this Nathan past, it will change. Like, you guys will barely hear anything, and you can just basically do this. But the idea is that the music is not really our big problem. Exactly, the music is not really our main problem. Our main issue is that when you get into the game, we're not even gonna be hearing the game music, so that's not really our big deal here. Okay. No, I think it's okay by now. I think it's cool here. I'm trying to get Jiraiya to get me into the lobby. I don't know what's going on his own end. Something is okay. Okay, but Blakk says it's okay. All right. Thank you for that confirmation, Blakk. And we're just gonna wait for them to really, just bring the players into the lobby and bring me into the lobby, because I really don't know what's going on. I think Jiraiya is trying to get all the players in first, so that he can just bring me in. I think that's what he's trying to do, because the last time that was actually how they did it. So I don't know if they're trying to make sure that no strange people join the lobby that are not part of it, because it's actually squad leaders versus Crimson Era. So it's not a squad actually, it's just Crimson Era. And squad leaders, like basically a bunch of squad leaders that form a team. I think it's kind of like a prep for the squad leaders tourney or something. But basically this is a test stream, and in a test stream is not actually a real stream. It's just basically where we can come to clash and just have fun and just basically have fun, because that's really what matters in the end in the game. You know, being competitive is good. Being being competitive is good. Being very super performing is good, but in the end, what matters is, did you have fun with the game? Because at some point, if you play the game to the extent that you don't even have fun anymore, and it's just all about the the bragging rights, and all about the whether you are good or you are not good or something, at some point, if you take the fun out of the game, then is this still really a game? But I'm just gonna wait for feedback here. Okay, MJ is tagging me right now. What's going on? Let me know what's going on that end. Let me know what's going on that end. So that it says, okay, MJ sending me a code. Oh, okay. Oh, my privacy. Oh, my privacy. Oh, I'm sorry. I turned on my privacy. Okay, the reason why I do that is because of the reason why I do that is because of people that normally try to invite me in. I left it on. My bad chat. Okay, so I think we are all in here. I think we're already here. All right, so let me just settle back into the stream and we are good to go. So everything all good on you guys' end, people that are viewing the stream. I can see Blood Red Igris here. Welcome to the stream, Blood Red, welcome to the stream. And I can see Blake is still here. Blake helped me with this. Yes, I'm ready actually. I'm just gonna tell him yes so that we can get into it. So it's a best of 2 for those of you that are just tuning in. It's a best of 2, and I put in the video description that it's a best of 1, but it's actually a best of 2. And let's basically just see them clash against each other. We've got Jiraiya here for Crimson Era. Jiraiya, Kenpachi, Xavier, Pog. Okay, I don't really know. The one thing about consonants is it's difficult to pronounce them when they are in front of each other like that. So I'm just gonna call him Pog, and then Legacy for Crimson Era. That's that for Crimson Era. And you also have is that Riri? Okay, we got Riri, Alexis Saiyan again, and then we've got Diablo, and then okay, I think Fieldwife is Oasis squad leader, and Allfather is Rashagu squad leader. Diablo is Zeta Esports squad leader. Riri is, I don't really know OS. I don't really know the squad OS. Can someone in the chat tell me what squad is that? Is that Otsutsuki? No, that's not Otsutsuki. I know Otsutsuki is a crest. Alexis Saiyan, I don't really know what squad that is. I don't know what the squad that is. Okay, so yeah, I think this is supposed to. I think this is supposed to be nice. Is because we have 5 squad leaders here, so I'm expecting to see their squad members in the chat. So is it only sons? Okay, only sons. Okay. Thanks for the enlightenment there, Aero Senpai. Thanks for bringing me up on that one. So we're waiting for Saiyan to ready. I think we all have the ready up here. I'm looking at okay, it said radio. Okay, I think we're waiting for someone to ready up here so that we can get straight into it. Who is the leader of the lobby? I'm trying to look for who the okay, Xavier is leader of the lobby. Okay, someone says Shinobi no Toki. That's a nice pun. That's a very nice pun. But I think if they just ready up and start the game, we can. Yeah, I know that's not Otsutsuki. I know. Blood Red. I know Otsutsuki crest. I know when I see Otsutsuki. Okay. I think Xavier is maybe kind of stepped out, but then again, okay, he's back in, and we're back into the draft. Honestly, us being in the draft is one of the stats, or the draft is where everything begins. If you lose the draft, you've already made yourself you've already made the game difficult for yourself, and you've given your teammates, your opponent, an upper hand in that game. That's why draft is so important. Lapu-Lapu will be taken down. I'm pretty sure that Lapu-Lapu takedown was for Allfather. I'm very, very sure, because Allfather has that inclination to lock down Lapu. Like, that's his first go-to. So the Gato will be taken down. I'm pretty sure that's for Jiraiya, because Jiraiya's signature is the Gato. So this draft ban was a very predictable one. I saw that one coming, if you guys didn't. And then we also saw Kenpachi will take down somebody. I think Kenpachi should take down the glue. Exactly. Alexis Saiyan used that pick yesterday. Even though he didn't do quite well with the pick, it's still a formidable pick, especially probably this time around he might have practice overnight. Who knows? No one knows. But they will take down the Granger. So the Granger is a very solid takedown for the gold lane. Granger can be very problematic in the earlys and in the late games. So it's something that is very valuable for both teams. But Xavier will make the first pick for Crimson Era. Wow. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think the drafting in Crimson Era is going to be? Wow. Jiraiya will leave the Gato and lock down the Badang instead. Looking at the Badang is nice, actually, because, you know, the Badang is a very high CC and high durability hero that if you know how to use Badang well, the amount of CC you can land, my goodness, that is crazy. Diablo locks down the Sicilian for the mid lane, and Fieldwife may pick the Kimi for the gold lane. I think he's gonna go for the Kimi. Goes for the Beatrix instead. Well, Kimi is okay. Kimi is okay, and Beatrix is better. Let me just put it like that. But Kimi has a good side. Okay, Xavier will lock down the Fasa, Kenpachi as well. Kenpachi will lock down the Lucas, the Monian Beast, and Allfather. There's no Lapo right now, so I wonder who Allfather is going to go for. Allfather might go for the Benedetta though. That's his second inclination. Aside the Lapo, he tends to incline towards that. And then Alexian might go for something, you know, might go for something else because the glue is locked already. So he might go for a Cho. Alexian is definitely going to roam. He's known for playing the roam lane. And Allfather might go for Benedetta. Oh, Allfather moves really with the Camilla instead. So Alexian is probably going to play the EXP then. Or Allfather is probably going to play the EXP. Alexian will jungle. I really can't see Alexian jungling. It's not something that he does, because he normally roams with Cho, or he roams with glue, or basically roams in general. Alexian is basically a roamer. So Allfather here, I really want to see what he goes for. But he will lock down locks down the Akai. When you see an Akai takedown, it's probably because they want to lock down, they want to take a hero that has a lot of CC. Probably for the jungler or something, I don't know, but the fact that they take down the Akai, it means that probably Allfather wants to go for something that is CC based or maybe damage based. I don't really know his reason for that. But the Xbox will be taken away from Allfather. You see, when you have Allfather and EXP main in the opponent team that is yet to pick, you want to try your best to take out the EXP options that could be problematic to the enemy team. So him actually taking out the Xbox is actually very nice, because the Xbox class Insanity was adjusted and right now it's sick. So you really don't want that, especially when you have a lot of squishies that don't have much mobility, like the Sicilian and the Beatrix. So yeah, that's actually a very valid takedown there. Alexian would pick the Dyrot. Wow, that's something I did not definitely see coming. But Pog will show the Benedetta instead, stealing that pick away from Allfather. Wow, a Dyrot, a Dyrot pick is something I can't remember the last time I saw a Dyrot pick in a tournament match or a draft. I really can't remember. Like, I definitely can't remember. That's the thing, because when you think about it really well, a Dyrot pick is actually very good. But the problem with the Dyrot is that when you have a Jiraiya that is using Badang, when you're facing a Badang, it can be very problematic for you, because as Dyrot is very weak to CC. The only good thing about Dyrot is that his ultimate can be cast even while he's under, when he's under the influence of CC, and the ultimate will not be interrupted. That was the adjustment they gave to him that was actually very nice. Okay, but aside that, honestly, I don't really see how Alexian wants to make this work. But let's see how he makes it work. Allfather will go for the Hanzo for the jungling. Yeah, that's actually a very solid pick. Xavier, I hope the Wings by Wings will help you escape Allfather. But with that being said, that concludes the draft. Let me know what you guys think. Who has the better draft, and who do you think has a better chance of snagging this match? And let me know. So while the game is loading, I'll be engaging the comments. Okay, so someone says Alexis strikes again. Well, Dyrot has high burst. I agree with you, Eros Empire, but it's not really about the burst. It's sometimes it's not about damage. It's all about how well can you actually... Okay, that damage, will you even have the chance to even dish it out? Dyrot will engage, Badang will counter with the fist break, and then, before you even try to even attack, he's hitting you with CC, you are getting stunned, Fasa finishes you off. That's the thing. Where's that burst when you can't even use it? That's the problem. So I don't know how Alexian hopes to make this work, but I really want to see how interesting this match will be. And Igri said hopefully he delivers. Honestly, hopefully he delivers, because he needs to. His teammates need him, and this could be a chance to clear his name based on what happened yesterday and the game he played yesterday. And someone says YZ versus, yes, actually Yuzhong versus Dairot is actually a very crazy stuff on the lane, but he has to be careful though. The Dairot causing touch is actually not a joke, and that Petrify Fury Dive combo is not actually funny. So please, let's be very honest with ourselves here, and let's get into the game. And remember, commentary, I will always remain neutral, and I will not support either teams until the game is concluded. Alright then, Kenpachi here with the gold lane. Oh, sorry, I just need to zoom out a little bit. You guys are gonna have to give me a break here. Just 1 sec. Let me just zoom out so that I can see the map very clearly. Very necessary. Okay, so let me know from you guys' end whether there's any need to adjust the sound of the game. If that's too loud and it's affecting my voice, let me know. So please let me just know, okay? Let me know. And then we can see Alexian on the EXP lane. It's a slide of trying to farm the minions here. Pog is trying to let him gain the advantage. I mean, when you have a Yuzhong and in the early game, these are two early game beasts here. So I really think that Pog shouldn't give Alexian that much leverage in the early. Yeah, the sound effects are too loud. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust that. Guys, that's actually terrible. You guys are gonna have to give me a sec here. I don't think I can do that from the spectating area. I think we're gonna have to wait until we get to the game. But I think I'll just turn it off completely, to take it away. Okay, so if you guys can hear me, probably I'm gonna just settle with my voice like this. I'm gonna just settle with my voice like this so that I can just interact with you guys there. Diablo, I can still hear the sound, the game sound. Wow, that's crazy. Wait, I'm just gonna take the game sound away. 1 sec. Okay, so if you guys can see, there's an engagement there. Whoa, already with the flash combo, but she whip out that vengeance there, gets taken out. That's the thing about him. That's the thing about the Lucas in the early game. When you know that the Lucas is there, why would you want to overextend like that? That's the thing. You don't have a flicker. You're using a vengeance, but then there's an early game jungle invade here. Crimson Era really dominating here. There's a flash combo. Field tries to defend. Xavier tries to flicker out of that one. There's Nibiru's fashion. Kenpachi with a flash step, but not enough range to use the flash combo. The turtle has spawned though, and Jiraiya. Okay, and Jiraiya, there's the someone close. Kenpachi gets caught in the flash step, trying to get the mobility. Alexia will engage. There's the Abyssal Rat, but the causing touch, the Sha residue will erupt into Sha essence and take Alexian out on the EXP lane. He needs to be careful with that Yuzhong though. I said it before, Yuzhong is no joke on the EXP lane, especially in the early game. Already dealt with the Fury Dive and the Soul Grip as Pog takes the turtle for his team. Jiraiya here, but someone close, bat impact, misses out. I really haven't seen Allfather get a single kill. I think the guy is just farming for now. Bro is just farming right now. Usually when you have a Hanzo on the enemy team, the Hanzo want to show himself early, and the Hanzo want to really just dominate and stuff. But hey, there's an early game. There's a 3-man gang cooking up here. Jiraiya will come in to defend Legacy though. But, it's not really anything serious there. Back to the EXP now. Let's see, trying to farm this trap here. Pop, there's the Soul Grip. But he will use it on the minions. There's Dragon Tail as well. Alexian engages with the Abyssal Step. But there's the Fury Dive from the Yuzhong. Applying 4 stars. It's already there. Flash combo from the Lucas. Will take Alexian out. A bit of another extension and a leveraging of that positioning by Kenpachi. A brilliant move there. Back to the gold lane. Few Wife, Legacy with a volley shot. And, honestly, Field Wife though, Allfather here coming in, but the Kinjutsu is available. I wonder why he's not using it. Field Wife on the Bennett, but this is the Bennett rage. Legacy will get out of that one, but Allfather dodges the Kinjutsu. Allfather will retreat, so Jiraiya comes in to support his marksman. Wow. Yeah, that's actually very nice. That's Jiraiya there with the fist wind. But dodges the sanguine claws because of blood is used for the sliding tackle. Liberal splash comes in, Federal strike as well. Jiraiya misses the fist break. Bloodfest comes in. Xavier needs to go out of the Dragon's crossing. That one cross with the blast pass. Pork takes out Alexis on the X-play. Really goes down to Xavier on the gold lane. It's a brilliant engagement there. A 2-for-1 trade in favor of Crimson Era. Crimson Era are actually dominating in the earlies. I think they won the earlies. We're back to we're in the mid games right now. And Pork is just relentlessly pushing this tier 1 on the gold lane. And the EX lane, rather. The Total has spawned and Pork go ahead to Total pit. And so far so good. It's looking nice for Crimson Era. They have the kill lead. They have the gold lead. 1k code lead. 1k gold lead so far. Oh, there's the Fury Dive with the Soul Grip as well. Dragon Tail on the Anekage as the Black Dragon form comes out. All Father uses the Kinjutsu on Jiraiya, but will get stunned and retreat there as the Anekage goes down. Let's see, I think the position there with the Abyssal Rattle to take him down, but let's see, I will fall support as we reinforce to get Patchy as well. Crimson Era, All Father still available here, but will get taken down. I really don't know what All Father tried to do there. I think he tried to secure the objective there, but Tranu flickers out of that one field wise, switches back to Nibiru, but the mid lane Kenpachi trying to get him with a flash step, but Diablo out of mana needs to retreat. Already coming with flash step. There's the flash combo. Kenpachi styling on the mid lane, but Pog will push and take down the tier 1. Let's engage with Fantasy and so grip with the Dragon Tail, but the Dragon Tail misses out the Fury Dive from Pog. Will miss out as well on the minions. Alexisian knows that right now what he needs to do is to clear the lanes. Already 3 levels ahead. Pog is ahead of him. There's the Fury Soul Grip from the Yuzhong. He will use his Soul Grip, apply 2 stacks of Sharp Residue. Alexisian is blocking right now. Dragon Tail used on him. Alexisian Sharp Residue will erupt as he goes down with the end of the turrets to Pog. Wow, Alexis is not really performing well again. Not really a good look on his name, but I really hope that things work out for him, because as a squad leader, his squad members are going to be looking for him and looking out for his performance, hopefully for inspiration, but I really don't see them getting any right now because Alexis really needs to do well. His KDA is not looking nice. That is 0-5-0, and honestly, you know, it's not looking so good for him. I think he could be better, make better in the legacy coming in. Already this is sliding tackle there with the bowling shot, the wall did connect, and the face crack as well. Nice set there from Jiraiya. The penetrate comes in from Field Wife as he takes out Jiraiya. A trade for a trade, fast combo comes in. Kenpachi getting desperate as he goes down to Field Wife. Field Wife gets a double there. Not enough. Nibiru's passion comes out. Legacy not willing to commit to our Kinjutsu from All Father. Tries to chase Legacy down. The sliding tackle has been used already. And it's saying, I really don't understand your positioning here. I really don't understand what you're up to here. Wow, he will commit suicide there to the turret. And All Father back on the mid lane will try to push the game for the tier 1 on the mid lane. Will come to defend though. The Black Dragon form already comes out from Pog. Gets the Dragon Tail with the Fury Dive and the Soul Grip. Used already. But All Father will get a penalty strike comes in as well. Diablo will take some hits there as he tries to zone Jiraiya out of the tier 1 with the Bloodfest and the Battle Impact. Already coming in with the sliding tackle there. Legacy will dodge the penetrate but gets hit. Pog on the mid lane, still styling, still making sure to preserve that tier 1 on the mid lane. Diablo not relenting. Jiraiya will try to zone them out from the objective here as Kenpachi heads towards the Turtle Pit or the Lord Pit for the contest. Jiraiya trying his best to keep that tier 1 alive, but Field Wife dealing so much damage. Jiraiya will flicker out, but the tier 1 goes down already, failing to protect that tier 1 there. The Lord has been secured by Crimson Era. Kenpachi not making sure that the squad leaders don't have a chance against this objective. But already there, Legacy on the mid lane trying to revenge and take out that tier 1 as well in return. Honestly, it's crazy, but Legacy on the mid lane will try to come in, really trying to defend here with Crimson Wings. But Pog is just moving around and trying to rotate up top because that's where they need to be. But there's the Black Dragon form already from Pog, trying to come in against here. There's a face crack and a face break. Diablo comes in the Soul Grip and the Fury Dive with a petrified combo. Will leave Diablo petrified and take it out. Flash combo comes in from Kenpachi, but All Father will go down to Xavier. A bit of an assist there from Kenpachi as they move towards the mid lane to take out the tier 1. The Lord will approach from the EXP lane though, as Kenpachi and Pog will take out lanes and iterate on the lanes respectively. Bennett switching already to Bennett. Field Wife. Jiraiya looks for a set there with a fist break. Just might find it though. on this Camilla there. That's the bloodbath from the Camilla, stunning Kempachi there. The cause of blood comes out, but only onto Kempachi, really getting low there. There's the wall there, but the penetrate will collect on the legacy. The bloodbath stuns him. Field Wife finds one hit in. But Uriah still not willing to commit there, still not willing to fight an opening there with the fist break. While Pog on the other lane, really trying so hard to push this tier 2 here on EX lane. But the tier 2, Pog not willing to let those minions go. The wave management right now, All Father will come out with the Piraku Ninja, the fist break, trying to stun Hanekage, trying to delay him. But he will retreat back to his body. All Father in a dangerous position. The wall, he could have with a flicker, the sliding tackle, legacy finds All Father. The Diablo comes in the fist break, but the Purify will come through. The wall as well from Legacy. But the penetrate really goes down to the furthest right as Purify finds their party there. Let's see how falls to Jiraiya. It's a 24-1 trade in favor of Crimson Era as they move forward to take the inhibitors. Ooh, trying to zone them out with a Nibiru's passion. Field Wife really just making sure he defends the lanes because that's what really matters right now. Sanguine Claws and minions try to play them with Bennett. Field Wife will not make any unnecessary moves right now. Legacy using the sliding tackle to get out of that location. So yes, like I was saying before, I like the fact that All Father is really just trying his best, but a bit of a blunder, a bit of a mispositioning there is so great, or a bit of a mispositioning there, you know, could have made things a whole lot better. Pop, dangerous position there. We'll use the field dash to try to get away. Black Shadow form more reliable in escaping there. All Father will try to come. There's the Pinnacle Ninja, but Legacy getting pressured right now, but Jiraiya will help him out of that situation like a Roma should. As a Roma, your priority is matchup. And then comes in, takes out All Father. A brilliant move there from Xavier. A snipe move there. That is a very pro move. Like, I really love that one. But the Crimson Era will move for the Lord as they move to the Lord pit to take out the objective. Alexander positioning though might just try to push that lanes while Crimson Era are at it on the other lane. It's not looking so good for him. Here walking into the turret again. Alexander walking away from the turret despite getting there already. It seems like this guy's really having some network issues, but the Black Dragon form already comes in from Paul. Just might not get away from this one there. That's the Dragon Tail, but it's so great. But the Fury dive and the Petrify combo will take him down. Paul styling on the Yuzhong right now as he moves back to his human form. Legacy, they're trying to push the inhibitors right now. There's the wall. He couldn't get the sliding tackle. Find All Father with the aid of the fist break as Jiraiya gets an assist on that one. That was really not nice. That was really not nice because, you know, I feel like right now the squad leader team, Field Wife is the one that is actually doing very well right now. Riri is not really doing well. You know, 5 deaths, Alexian as well. All Father is trying, you know, but unfortunately the KD is not looking nice. But so far so good. I think the first game should go to you know, but then again there's still a chance to there's a 2-match fist break. The Federation should follow up and Xavier will find Alexis and there. Penetrate comes in, will take out Kempachi falls, ball goes in for the back line, but the Fury dive and the Dragon Tail will not find Kempachi as he retreats. It's a 2-for-2 balanced trade for both teams. A brilliant defense there, a very brilliant defense there for both teams. Wow, it's so nice actually. It's really nice. I want to say, Fury dive. There's comes in Kempachi. But will run out of the blood though. Wings by wings used by Xavier and the curse of Crow. If only Xavier had actually knew, he would have run and he would have just stayed until the, you know, run out. But then we'll flicker in Field Wife with the Bureau pass. That's a tactical repositioning to gain some mobility and closure. Bog will get out with the Fury dive. A little bit of an auto tap will get him away from his desired target. Diablo finds the Sanguine Claws connecting on to Jiraiya as Alexian will try to move in. A little bit of a blunder there. The volley shots will push him down. Waldy onto Riri, onto him. But Alexian, even special finds Jiraiya there. All that comes in with the Pinnacle Ninja. The squad leader team are showing why they are squad leaders. They find Jiraiya there. Field Wife tries to get it clean up, but Kempachi will go for the flash step and the flash combo. But Field Wife will take our legacy. Kempachi 1 versus 3. Showing why he's the jungler, but will fall to Field Wife. It's a 1-4-4 trade in favor of the leaders. They are showing why they are leading their team. Wow. it's almost a comeback, but the gold lead has closed in. It was a 2K gold lead before. Right now, it's like almost a 1K gold lead. So the gold lead is super closed in right now, and it's just crazy. All Father here will try his best though. Right now, the squad leaders have the advantage there in the Lord pit right now, but Kempachi is still down. So if they try to contest right now, it's not going to be good. But Dryer will make a movement towards that Lord pit there. We'll try to get it there. Oh, already using the ultimate there. You can see and the strong penetrate. We'll secure that Lord. 2-man sanguine cross, but we'll miss. Ready? Igris already coming in. Let's see, will fire. Let's see and get caught in the face break with the defender right there. Over that comes in with the Pinnacle Ninja for Riri. Cause of blood on 2-man pump will go in. Fury dive there. The purified combo, but will fall to Field Wife. Jiraiya trying to fight it, but the wind of nature flash combo will shut Field Wife down and put him in his place. As Crimson Era will push for the end. It's a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Crimson Era. The Lord is approaching from the other side, but they don't seem to care as they push for the inhibitor mid lane. Diablo will come in with someone cross, find Jiraiya dead. Further left side, Diablo will get up with the bad fest. We're trying to push there. Offer that comes in with the Pinnacle Ninja, but Hanekake is taken down. The 2-1 on the mid lane goes down. Offer that trying to find that ultimate, but it's still on cooldown. Crimson Era trying to take that tier 1 by all means possible. But how far can they go with it? Wow, the Lord has approached already, and Ninja comes in. Jiraiya trying to use the fist break, but will fall to the bad fence. Cosmo Blood coming in, Legacy dangerous position there, trying to use the sliding tackle to get out with the next one. Finds Diablo there in a double, but Riri will take him out. They're trying to find Xavier. Let's see, and he's not satisfied. He's going for that revenge, trying to change his KDA, but will have to settle for clearing the minions. Field Wife on the EXP lane. Wow, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Field Wife with the Bennett range, but Xavier will get away with the wings by wings and the Curse of Crow. Wow. Yeah, that was close. That was close for Xavier. Trying to recall there, he cannot underestimate Field Wife. Field Wife is Oasis squad leader, and you cannot underestimate him. So please, if any Oasis members, if you're watching right now, your squad leader is doing well. So I guess that's the reason, that's you trying to learn from it. You should probably be taking some notes. Okay? So, with that being said, right there, we'll try to look for an opening there on Field Wife. Field Wife for the Bennett right now. Offer that will come in with the Pinnacle Ninja. We're not finding anyone. We'll retreat. And Kempachi here on the mid lane, trying to make sure things work out. Xavier as well. I really want to see Alexis Sayan. Riri as well. Honestly, to be very fair with you, the squad leaders are showing promise, right? There's an engagement there, Field Wife, but Jiraiya will not commit to that one. All Father will retreat back. Alexis Sayan here. There might be a 12-man gap. There's a flash step with the flash combo there. Whoa! Kempachi finds Alexis Sayan. Riri will try to abandon him. Black Dragon form comes out from Pong, but there's the Fury dive. But with the Dragon Tail as well, the danger for Riri, you will not survive this one. Like I said, Father comes in with the Pinnacle Ninja. Diablo trying to support there with the Bat Fest with the flash combo, and the Shockwave Blast comes in. Kempachi getting greedy, but the Lord has spawned, and as a jungler, you should prioritize the objectives over the kills. Wow, that's crazy. That's really crazy. But good thing they didn't take him out, because if they are taking him out, Offera would have tried for this deal. There's a flicker from Field Wife with a penetrate, tries there. Bob will try with a flicker, petrify, Fury dive and petrify combo, but Field Wife will take him out. Jiraiya will fall as well. Going down to the Prince. Legacy comes in with a sliding tackle. The Mirror Spider comes in with a danger, but Field Wife will go down to Legacy. A brilliant move there. Nice try, Legacy. But unfortunately, Field Wife will fall. And my adrenaline is gone to that move. Oh, honestly, Field Wife keeps doing things that are just what I cannot believe, because that move there, taking out 2 and already using your flicker there, it was insane. It was just insane. I think if they had the flicker offer, I will try to stop the Lord, but the Lord will approach. It's 31k HP on this Lord. I really want to see how they will defend this without Field Wife, because Field Wife is down right now. Lecia will try to waltz into that one there. Legacy, the further that comes in, trying to take out Lecia down. Lecia, ooh, that's the bowling shot, the wall shot. But because of a rule fine too, Kempachi bowls, Legacy goes down to Diablo, as the squad leaders will have a successful defense once more, prolonging the game in their favor. honestly, that's cause of blood. They need to be worried about. They need to be very careful there. Riri's cause of blood is something that could complicate things, especially if they are not in the right position. Especially for Pog and for Legacy. When he uses his sliding tackle, he needs to be very careful how he uses that thing, because if it's not, hey, I think All Father knows how to finish it, because now we're in the next game where there's an overextension there from Field Wipe already coming in. What's there in the flash step? Kempachi will miss that one. There's a flash from Field Wipe. Everybody, wind of plate already used already. Field Wipe, petrify combo will fall to Kempachi there. Jiraiya supporting as well. A bit of a blunder, a bit of an overextension, and getting punished there. Alexia and Jiraiya will try to approach him there. The fist wind on the wall, but that stone is found. Alexia here, because of goal used on him, gets taken a lot of damage. 2-man fist break, but the Federal Strike will clean that up. And Pog, with his soul grip, but Diablo will outmaneuver him there. They're trying to defend so much here. Diablo already using the Winter Crown and the Sprint. But we'll try to come in there with the flash combo. The flash step comes in as well. Black Dragon form comes out from Pog. We'll try to do the Fury dive, but unfortunately, often already retreated. They're trying to find the ending right now. Crimson Era Legacy finds the first match for Crimson Era as they take game 1. So I wanna hear you guys' thoughts. Alexian and All Father gets a 3.0. So let me know what you guys think, okay? What do you guys think about game 1? Do you think game 1 could have gone differently if All Father had gone with Lapu, or maybe Alexian had gone with God? Do you think would have gone differently? Like, what do you think would have happened? I want to hear you guys' thoughts, okay? Let me hear you guys' thoughts. So, with that being said, I'll be engaging the comments while they re-invite me into the lobby. Okay. So someone says, bro forgot that it's a 5v5, not a 1v5. Honestly, I feel like that overextension that she did at that late game, that was completely unnecessary. That's what I feel. I honestly feel. And also, that time when she wanted to try and take the load and she flickered in, like using that flicker like that, like did Fury not think that, okay, I might need this flicker at some point? I might need this flicker. Like, did he not think about it that way? But let's hopefully she doesn't make that mistake in the second one. And Igri says Alexis should not enter next game. Well, that's not in my power. That's the squad leaders group. So if the squad leaders determine that he shouldn't be in the second game, no problem. That's on them. And someone says this Beatrix needs an award. Honestly, aside the bad positioning thing, Fieldwife tried. I have to give it to him. And Okuduri said, "What is this Dairot?" Honestly, the Dairot was a lot. Okay, the Dairot was just a lot. Okay, so let me just turn on the game sound a bit. Let me turn on the game sound, but let me adjust things here. Let me just adjust things a bit here, and let me adjust things here. And 1 sec. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me just adjust. Let me try turning on the game sound as well. Let me try and turn on the game sound. Okay. 1 sec. Okay, so everything should be all good now. All right, so someone says you got rematch at ban Alexus. Okay, I don't think you phrased that well. Oh, someone says don't increase the sound now. Let me off it back. I was thinking you guys want to hear the game sound. Let me hear the game sound. So let me off it back. Okay, let me off it back. Okay, so someone says and game is reaching 20 minutes. It's time for Sicilian to start carrying. Well, to be very fair with you, Diablo tried though. That Sicilian actually tried a lot. Sicilian is one of the reasons why Pog and this guy Kempachi wasn't really getting that much effective backline tanks, backline dives, because Pog was in a petrify. So he has to be very careful how he enters that backline, because with the petrify, once Sicilian has given you enough range and enough distance, my goodness, he can just deal with you. Okay, someone says really for the win. Yes, so really tried. I mean, in the early game, it wasn't really looking so nice because of the KDA and stuff and performance and all that, the overextensions and all that. But towards the ending, she find a way to make it work, okay? And those cost of bloods were really coming through for the team. Okay, someone says, I told you guys Crimson for the win. My first bet where they enter. Okay, first of all, it's a best of 2, so not so fast. They won the first game, but it might be a draw. The squad leaders might take the second one. And also, it wasn't really a landslide win. there was a point in time that the squad leaders actually tried their best to make a comeback, but unfortunately, when 3 people are trying to carry 2 people, it's not easy. Let me just put it like that. So someone says, bro, 0-12-0. That's cipher. Honestly, I have no comments on that. Someone says imposter in ML. I don't think there's an imposter here. Okay, sorry. Void says let's see the build. Sorry, I was so carried away with what's going on. I'm going through the build in the next game. Okay. Another person says absolutely carrying. Okay, I don't know who you are saying that is carrying, but someone says, man, if your network is bad, why join the game? Well, I do hope they won't make that kind of mistake again. Someone says, guy, I know if you log in safe. Okay, I think that's Aloxicean. Honestly, someone says MVP loss grade higher than MVP win. Let that sink in. Yeah, a grade higher, but what matters more, winning the match or losing the match? You win, you lose the match, but you have MVP loss. You still lose the match now. If you like have 17.8 as a grade point, if you lose the match, you lose the match. If you like have 3.0 as a grade point, if you win the match, you win the match. In Mobile Legends, you should know this by now, Blakk. The point is not what matters. What matters is, did you win the match and did you lose the match? That's what matters. Whether you win overall, that's really what matters at this point. And the fact that you had MVP loss only shows that you did well in that game and you had better performance probably than your opponent self. But if you didn't win the game, then what does that matter? In the end, it's those who win that go with the crown. That's what, not who tried their best, it's who win. Okay, so Ero Senpai said if he waited for Sicilian and Hanzo, he wouldn't die so quickly. Well, that's a fair point, Ero Senpai. That's actually a very fair point, And someone says game is reaching 20 minutes, Sicilian start carrying. That's the beautiful thing about Sicilian. It's passive, overflowing. That's, you see, the longer the game stretches, the more Sicilian gets stronger and the more damage his skill 1, that's the bat impact, gets, it hits hard. It hits really, really hard. And then Blakk says that's why Mountain is not fair. Exactly. There's a lot of times that it gets to a point that there was a time that I was actually playing Faramis and I was really, really, I performed so well. I had MVP loss. Like, I did so well today. Say that normally when you play a game and you lose the game rank match, you actually lose star power. But I played that game saying that I did so well that Moon2 knew I did well. They gave me extra star power. They gave me +2 star power because of because of the fact that I did well in that game and I lost that game. So that's the thing. Moon2 grading system is kind of not that fair. I agree with you in that one. And then someone said we need star protection for that kind of stuff. Effort. Hopefully that kind of thing gets involved in the patch. That will be very beautiful. It will separate a lot of things and it will really reward people for trying. Okay, it will really reward people. But with that being said, until that comes, we're gonna have to settle with the wins and the losses. But they are completing the lobby right now. Riri is yet to level up, is yet to ready up. So Radio Sama as well, Wara Supremacy, Diablo, and Field Wife. They swapped out Alexian for Demon Kai. Okay, hopefully that's a better option there. And the one person is still not here for Legacy is missing for Crimson Era, so that's something that we're definitely going to have to wait for. Legacy, I think he has gone offline. Let me see. Okay, he's online. He's offline. Yes, he's offline. Okay, so while we wait for Legacy, I will still be engaging the comments if there are any new comments. So far so good. Doesn't look like any new comments though. Okay, someone says all right, it's not over yet. Yeah, it actually wasn't over yet until it's over. So yep. Okay, Legacy is logging in, so that's a good thing. He's coming in. So let's see who can settle the score. All right, so anticipations. If you are here with me in the chat right now, what do you guys think is gonna happen? Do you think Crimson Era will take this game as a 2-0 win against the squad leaders, or do you think the squad leaders will show them why they are the squad leaders and they will take this game and end it as a draw? Let me hear you guys' honest thoughts, and we'll gist from there until they're ready up in the lobby and all that. So let me hear you guys' thoughts, okay? Let me hear you guys' thoughts. I don't know why there are 4 people in the lobby, in the spec lobby aside me. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we don't get a pause for any of them. That's not going to be nice, because when I'm doing my commentary and there's a pause, it can be very, very discomforting and can be very disorienting for me, because even for the players as well. So imagine you're trying to set your skills and you you did not pause the game. Okay, I think I'm the leader of the okay, ready, and yeah, I'm not telling them yes. I'm ready. So we can start. Okay, so once I get it start, go ahead, I'll start the game. Okay, let's start, go ahead. So I can start the game. All right, so I'm heading straight into the second match. That's the draft phase. So for those of you still watching with me right now, thank you so much for staying up to this point for the test stream. And we will have a ban there from Jiraiya, the leader of Crimson Era. And hopefully it takes down something that is actually problematic, like that Sicilian. That Sicilian in the last game was actually very, very problematic for them. And Hanzo will be taken down. Well, that's actually nice. All for that is not here though. It was when I played the Hanzo, but still, a Hanzo is a force to be reckoned with. And Hanzo really traumatized their Beatrix, their legacy, who was on the Bruno. And you guys have to give me a sec. I'm just gonna go off for a while. Excuse me. Who's there?
Light me up and watch the world burn.
Okay, so sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. So like I was saying, there's the Lapu pick. That's the All-Father special from Pog, and Diablo will still go for that Sicilian again. It seems like Crimson Era don't really see the Sicilian as a really big problem like that. They don't really see it as a problem, and it's okay. It's fine. It's fine if they don't really see it as a problem, because let's be very honest, the Sicilian tried, but it's not like the Sicilian was like dominating from the earliest to the end of the game. But Wara Supremacy here will go for the Belric. Wow, that's very solid. That's very, very solid. The Wrath of Dryad can be problematic. Jiraiya showing the Phobios here. That is a very problematic pick. That is a super problematic pick. But if Phobios roll, because they already have a EXP laner, that's the Lapu. Unless they want to run a Phobios roam, or Kempachi will run a Lucas jungle, still sticking with the pick that he went the last time. Jiraiya wanted to go with the Florine, goes with the Florine instead. Field Wife with the Kimi here. I don't really know how to feel with the Kimi gold lane, because Legacy is probably gonna go for a Bruno, and the Bruno can actually be very, very problematic because of that range there when he buys the Malefic gun. Field Wife as well though. Crimson Era, they're really cooking with this lineup. But Field Wife will still go for that. I feel like he should have just gone with his Beatrix, because he was much more stronger on his Beatrix than he is with this Oasis and stuff. So he's much more stronger with the Beatrix than he is with Kimi. So sorry there. Although with this kind of lineup, there's a lot of durability here. Honestly, I feel like a Melt Marksman would have been better. Like maybe Leslie or Kari would have been better here, because a Kimi against a Lapu is very, very has a high durability nowadays, and especially the Lucas as well. So you want to go for Melt here. Hopefully their last two picks has that for the squad leaders. But Crimson Era will go for the last ban. Legacy, you need to ban some. Takes down the Fredrin. I don't know who he's trying to take it out, because Cheesy is not here, so I don't know who he's trying to take out the Fredrin for. But hopefully that's something there. But there's the Alot room from Alot EXP from Riri, because they already have a Belric, and Radius will go for the Vexana Legacy with the Broody. A Broody versus a Kimi. That's actually a very, very good one. Then Kai will lock down the Baxia, the signature Demon Kai pick, and that will conclude the draft. So with that being said, let me engage the comments while the game is logging, while we're going into the game. So someone says Crimson Era is cooking. Annie Senpai, yes, they are cooking. They are cooking with this lineup. This is a very solid lineup. They have a Florine support. They have two solid frontliners. They have two solid supports, and they have a high damage marksman. So this is Crimson Era lineup is very nice. And on the other side of the squad leaders too, we've got Demon Kai, leader of Unstoppable Gods. We've got Field Wife, leader of Oasis. We've got Riri, and then we've also got Diablo, leader of Zeta Esports, and we've got Wara Supremacy. I don't really know MS. I think that's Montkrieger. I think that Montkrieger is MK. So I really don't know. So there's a flicker on all sides, and yes, there's vengeance. Yes, that's actually a very good one. Blakk has a good comment there. And so far so good. It's so far so good is nice. I think both teams have a good chance at this if they make it work. Riri will really do well, especially that backline dive. That's one thing about the Alot. The Alot can really backline if you know what you are doing. I feel like a flicker would have been better on the Alot though, because the final slash works well with a flicker, and you can actually combine it and give some very insane sets with that. But he goes for a vengeance instead. Well, hey, Henry's leader of Oasis. They said squad leaders, right? This is the squad leaders team. So Field Wife, leader of Oasis, not Henry. Okay, so they said this is the squad leaders team. According to what they told me, this is supposed to be the squad leaders team. So each player here is supposed to be a squad leader, but clearly from what you guys are saying, it's not the case. But with that being said, let's get straight into the game. I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit here. One sec. Let me just zoom out so I can see everything clearly. Okay, someone says Henry is the leader of Haven. Okay, good to know. Ooh, there's the Abyss Impact there against Diablo. Wow, a Brody versus a... Okay, that's just wrong. A Kimi mid and a Sicilian gold lane. I think they're kind of, making mistakes here, because that's not even supposed to be so. Legacy, though, taking advantage of that. Diablo as well, waiting to farm Riri on the EXP lane. And then we can see, him just really trying to make sure that things work out for him here. But, he's trying to attack the gold crab. Pog just poking from a safe distance, waiting for that chance to use the Justice Blades. But will he use it? He uses the Justice Blades, gets that gold crab, that EXP crab advantage. And Riri will just try to poke here. That's the thing about the Alot. Alot has a lot of range. And once you are marked by his demonic eye, he can, meet you and then gain regen from that and stuff. So Wara Supremacy, though, will try to get that one out. And Wara Supremacy, he has a very good chance. Belric is very good for, zoning out, because you don't want to get caught in the Wrath of Dryad. If you get caught in it, that's not actually nice. Full flicker out. The shield unity will connect it. That flicker does not save Ridu Sama. Ridu Sama will fall. First blood. Wow. I think that was just a flicker mistake there, because he tried to flicker out, but the distance was not really much, and they found that as an opportunity. Jiraiya taking damage right now. Really needs to get out of there. The turtle has spawned though. Demon Kai will move towards the turtle pit. That's I really don't know why Sicilian gold lane rather. I really don't know why they did that, and they went Kimi mid lane. I don't know how that's supposed to work. But then again, that might be the new meta. Jiraiya will flicker out, already half HP there, not having the ultimate yet, so you need to be very careful with that engagement. Legacy will use the turn apart memory, but doesn't find Diablo. Diablo doesn't have his ultimate yet. Back to the gold lane, back to the turtle pit. And then we can see Demon Kai here starting the turtle here. Already, that's the thing about when you have two solid tanks as the Belric, because you really don't want to get caught in that CC. That's the thing. They have the Belric, they have the Alot. That's the son. They have the Belric, they have the Alot. Oh, there's the traction. Balls finds 3 there, but the Eternal Guard will find 4 as well. Really takes our radius and gets a double on Kenpachi. My goodness, that was a very perfectly timed traction pulse from Field Wife. I am impressed with that one. Field Wife really just showing why he's the gold lane standard right now. Meanwhile, on the gold lane, Diablo will use the Sanguine Claws, but already pressuring Legacy. Legacy has to retreat there, and they're actually making it work. A Sicilian gold lane. This could be the new meta. So in case you want to check out the builds, you can just check out the early game builds. You can see the Sky Piercer already on Field Wife, first item bot, and he's really just taking advantage of those stacks right there. Dangerous position there. Field Wife finds Jiraiya there. Wow. Field Wife really invading the jungle, getting a little bit confident right now. But there's an engagement there from Riri. Pog not having the previous fighter yet, but there's the back and forth from the Alot. Stuns him. The final slash comes in, applies the mark. But the cooldowns are not favoring Riri right now. The ultimate comes in from the Florin, trying to regen Pog up. But he's not willing to come in. There's another one there. Not willing. Uses the Homeland Defender. This Blessed Fighter right now. He uses the Land Shaker. Raging Slash comes in, but the Vengeance is reducing that damage. Homeland Defender to gain the shield. But Riri really just making sure it misses that stun there. Legacy and against Diablo. Legacy will win that fixture. Well, when you are playing someone that has range against someone that has range, that's Field Wife really getting a bit confident here. Just invading the jungle you know, Field Wife is, I really like how he's actually making the squad that impact anti-gravity thrusters coming in from Field Wife for that mobility there. But then again, there's a flash combo as well. Internal guard finds two, but they will retreat there. Kenpachi trying to get away, morphs into the beast, but will get stunted and taken out by Field Wife as he goes on a killing spree, trying to find Pog here. The Raging Slash trying to find one, but will find them Demon Kai there. Pog will get stunted there with the Wrath of Dryad, but your leg Supremacy, Homeland Defender with the Land Shaker finds Supremacy there as Pog will retreat, satisfied with his engagement. As we read as well on the gold lane there, you know, the X gold lane, Diablo getting hit with 3 stack of Abyss Corrosion, then the turn about memory, also take out Diablo, the bad fest will find him first on the gold lane. It's crazy they're actually making it work. Meanwhile, on the X lane, the Raging Slash comes in from Pog, but Riri-san will find Riri first on the EX lane. Wow. Sicilian gold lane, the new meta. I think you guys should be taking notes from Ziabro, leader of Zeta Esports. You should be taking notes from him because this guy is somehow making it work. Meanwhile, on the Turtle Page, Supremacy, having that Wrath of Dryad, but not willing to use it, trying to use it, uses the Wrath of Dryad, finds two, another card comes in as well. Thrasher Pulse pulls two back, but they will find the killing spree. Paul gets Wara Supremacy there. They will abandon the contest as the squad leader trying to make a play for it. The Land Shaker, but will flicker out of that one there. As Reduce Farmer takes the objective right now. Finds two with the Deadly Grass. Really will fall. It's a 4-for-none trade in favor of Crimson Era. Pog will try to contest here for this minion waves. Field Wife trying to zone him away from the previous fighter right now. Not really used, gets stunted. Not willing to use the Land Shaker and the Flicker combo. The Flicker was on that cooldown because I know there's Land Shaker. The Flicker will betray as well. Still on that cooldown. Traction Pulse comes in. Field Wife trying to find two here. Really pressure Reduce Hammer. Finds Reduce Hammer there. But the Jungle Warrior will get Pug out of that situation. Meanwhile, on the gold lane, Legacy really try to make sure. One stack with the Abyss Impact. There's the Corrosive Strike. 3 stack. 4 stack on Diablo. Turn apart memory. Not enough to take Diablo out though. Legacy still trying to hit him with more. Sangwan Cross pulls him back. Not so fast. Kenpachi will try to do the cleanup with a Shockwave Blast. Finding that kill up there. Meanwhile, on the extra side, Pog already using the bravest fighter, but really knows how to get out of this situation. Raging Slash on the EXP Crab. We really don't really need to commit to that one. You know, Justice Blaze as well. But Field Wife on the mid lane. Field Wife finds Reduce and uses the anti-gravity thrusters to get out of the Eternal Guard. Wow. I think priority list for kills right now. Legacy dangerous position there, gets mobilized, but the shield unity will flicker out. Supremacy trying to come close enough, but Legacy has that corrosive strike ready to stun him. Pog as well on the EX plane. Pog is really doing so well. You know, I used to, you think that okay, him locking lap and he has a flow, dual blessing. So that's a nice support coming in from Jiraiya there. But on the gold lane, Field Wife will try to push that tier 1, gets that tier 1 down. Meanwhile, back to the EXP lane. The shield unity trying to connect onto Legacy here, but Demon Kai isn't interested in that engagement. We'll prioritize the turtle instead. And there's a taunt coming in, but right now, they're really trying to zone them out from the turtle pit. But Jiraiya can't really do much. That's the thing about the Flooring. Traction Pulse will connect only onto Jiraiya. The Wrath of Dryad will find Pog and Jiraiya there. Final Slash connects onto Jiraiya there. Takes Pog down. The Supremacy gets that one. Demon Kai secures him, just like a jumper should. Field Wife will take out Kenpachi Diablo as it's a non-for-4 trade in favor of the squad leaders, finding their ground once more on this contest. The shield unity will commit to Legacy. Not enough time to respawn. Because he's trying to Field Wife, trying to find 3 stacks. Turn apart memory does not take Field Wife out, as Field Wife will get a revenge strike, winning that contest. Wow. Okay, one of the stacks was evaded thanks to the anti-gravity thrusters. So that's something that Field Wife, that's a kind of like an outplay there. They take the turret. The squad leaders are actually trying to equalize this game. That is crazy there. Jumping with the previous fighter. Land Shaker does not connect. But Jane will find the final slash. The Raging Slash, the control immunity from the Raging Slash will save Paul from that final slash. Land Shaker does not connect as well. Diablo back and forth. But he knows that it's not worth it to trade there right now. The Eternal Guard comes in from the Vexana, but Sanguine Claws will stop them in their tracks and post them back. Field wipe getting a little bit too cocky. The Wrath of Dryad will connect onto two. Kempachi, danger position. The Tractor Force catches him as well. But the Power Supremacy will go down. Demon Kai retreating now that his tank is gone. With the tortoise for his hands. Legacy flickers in and Maxim with the fourth stack. His turn apart memory will be used, but a little bit out of range. Diablo! Legacy will find Riri there. Diablo wanting to come in to support the EXP laner, Riri, but unfortunately he fell before he could do much. A near wipeout in that situation, but Riri just had to go in for that dive. Wow, that was a pretty interesting one, and Diablo will try for that move there. Honestly, I really want to see how this turns out, because if you are going for a frontline main like this, like you have a Belric, you have a Demon Kai here on the backside. Those are very two solid frontliners, and Warrior Supremacy understands that they don't really have, Crimson Era doesn't really have good frontliners on their team, because Lapu is a good frontliner and Kempachi as well, but you can't really compare that to having a Belric on your team. That Wrath of Dryad is a really big player. So right now you can see they're just trying to peel him off and contest for this Lord from a safe position. Kempachi uses the flash combo on the Lord, but Warrior Supremacy just waiting for that right time to use the Wrath of Dryad. Already pops it out, catches Kempachi in. Kempachi met with the Eternal Guard there. The Lord will be taken by Legacy. The Crimson Era securing the objective. The Raging Slash comes in from Pog. Will find two. Legacy takes that one. Pog finds Diablo there, as Rudy Sama finds one as well. So it's a 1-for-3 trade in favor of Crimson Era. Legacy trying to find field wipe there, but there's a safe field there. Would find 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, but Legacy will find the shutdown for field wipe. I think he got a little bit overconfident there, and he kind of ignored Jiraiya's presence there, because if he had not ignored Jiraiya's presence, if he would have known that, okay, Jiraiya could heal Legacy there, because the reason Legacy was almost out, Jiraiya came in with the heal and saved him, and that was what helped Legacy win that one-on-one. Because Warrior Supremacy really tried to defend things here. It's not really nice, actually. It's not really nice for the red team, because right now their major issue here is the fact that Legacy is starting to cook. Look at the bounty on him, 120, and he has 40 Sky Pacer stacks compared to Field Wife, catching up to Field Wife actually with the 56 Sky Pacer stacks, and it's not looking nice. Already comes in. That's a stone, and then that is stone and a grasp. Wow, that was a very brilliant one. A stone and an immobilize. The deadly grasp from the Vexana. Wow, not really fine. That's the thing I told you. The flicker on the Alot has way more utility than the Vengeance. I always prefer a flicker on an Alot, and we can see that if you had a flicker, you could have gotten out of that situation there. But not much mobility there if you're on a Vengeance, especially when you don't have a target marked by your Demonic Eye, because once you use your skill without the Demonic Eye, it's gonna go on that cooldown, and you are basically a sitting duck in that team fight, and they're gonna take you out easily, by the way. So Legacy here coming through and trying to just make sure that they camp around this Lord, which is to respawn in the next 69 seconds. Warrior Supremacy trying to find the taunt here, but Legacy will invade the jungle as well. They will take that purple buff though. The squad leaders making sure that they do not deprive Demon Kai of farm and get invaded. But honestly, I want to know what you guys think so far. Do you think the squad leaders are doing a good job of zoning out the enemies, or do you think the enemies are of zoning out their opponents, or do you think Crimson Era is doing a good job of leveraging on the Florine heals and leveraging on the fighters? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be engaging your comments once the game ends. But so far so good. Both teams are just playing it safe, just trying to poke here, nothing too serious, just making sure that they really just make sure that the waves are cleared. In situations like this, when both teams are not willing to engage, macro management and wave management is key, because the Lord will spawn in the next 10 seconds, and if the waves are not in your favor, already goes there with the Abyss Impact. Legacy not willing to commit to that one though. Video Sama though will find two. Pog as well. The explainer gets immobilized there. A little bit of a pill. Supremacy will come in for the zoning out of the Lord area, but Legacy already finding the proximity to the Lord pit, and Supremacy, Warrior Supremacy really try. There's a 2 stacks, 3 stacks. That's a nice peel coming in from Legacy, now forcing Warrior Supremacy to move back a little bit. But Kempachi trying to make sure he secures this objective for Crimson Era, but they are zoned out already by Riri and Warrior Supremacy. Pog will try with Justice Blaze to peel Wara Supremacy off a little bit. Wara Supremacy comes in with a taunt, but there's an engagement there. Pog finds the bravest fighter with the Land Shaker as well. Raging Slash comes in, but Fieldwife will secure that objective there. Diablo falls, Wrath of Dryad used onto 2, but there's an outnumbering here. Wara Supremacy Dangerous Mission falls to Legacy, gets a double there. Demon Kai wanting to escape with the Tortoise Poisons, but Shockwave Blast slows him down with Retribution, takes him out. Kenpachi finishes the job. It's a 4-0 in favor of Crimson Era as they proceed for the game ending. It's not looking good for the squad leaders. You know, one of the things that will help them though, the Lord was taken down, and Crimson Era still has to contest against that. So that's gonna buy some time for the squad leaders to respawn and still defend their base. So Crimson Era would have to wave manage, because right now the minion waves are going against them. So it's not looking good for them right now. Legacy gets caught in the traction balls, but the Wind of Nature already used there. That was close. I mean, right now, Legacy, you're one of the highest hitting members of 70 stacks on the Sky Pacer, already surpassing Fieldwife there, 462 bounty, and really above above Fieldwife right now, and the most wanted member right now on Crimson Era. So he better be careful with his positioning, because once he shut down, the damage on Crimson Era will significantly drop. So he better be careful there. And Pog as well needs to be careful with the engagements too. You know, he's got a nice KDA. You don't really want to mess that up. Let's mobilize there. Wara Supremacy trying to taunt them up. Demon Kai with the shield unity coming close. But Pog really just don't want to engage right now. He just wants to clear the lanes. He just wants to make sure that tier 1, that tier 2 on the EX lane doesn't get taken out. Wara Supremacy trying for the zone out here. They're trying to make sure the waves are on their advantage. Demon Kai, that's the good thing about Blakk here. You know, you've got that mobility with the shield unity there. You can easily just rotate around the lanes and then, you know, just poke around and just try to extend a little bit safely. You know, okay, the shield and the mobility from that skill can really come through for you whenever you get in a tight position there. But Wara Supremacy is still trying to check the bushes, check the position of the enemy. It's important. As a roamer, you need to give your teammates vision. It's non-negotiable, because it's not going to be your marksman that's going to do that. Definitely not going to be your mage. So you have the only one that can do that actually, and your EXP as well. If you are dead, your EXP can do that as well, but it needs to do that a little bit bit of caution. But then Wara Supremacy will camp in this bush here, just waiting for the right moment. Really, Sama, close one, nearly walked into that one. But 20 seconds until the Lost spawns, and both teams are not relenting right now, just clearing the waves. You can see Legacy really trying to push that wave clear there. Might run into Fieldwife though. He might want to push that engagement a little bit, but no. He will rendezvous with his teammates. But Wara Supremacy looking for the engage here. They just might find that engage there. You can see for the positioning of Pog here, already positioning himself close to that turtle there. But they will start the Lord there in the Lord page. Fieldwife already starting that Lord. Jiraiya coming in, trying to make sure he gets those heals there and that stun in. There's a fine start strategy from both teams there, but Jiraiya then just position there, almost gets taken out by Diablo. Wrath of Dryad comes in onto 2. The Lord has been abandoned right now as they focus on taking out. Oh, Legacy falls to Diablo. Diablo finds Legacy in a double. Pog will slay Riri as it's a 3-for-1 trade in favor of the squad leaders. Leaders will come in to try to support the Demon Kai with the Tortoise Poisons, really focusing on the objective right now. The squad leaders will get the objective though. The cutting fire comes in, reducing the dangerous position right now. Will get taken out by Fieldwife as the squad leaders are trying to push Pog. The only one left just might be able to recall safely. Wara Supremacy given vision for his teammates. They will try to find him and take him out. The traction force comes in, pulls him back. Fieldwife trying to take him out, but Pog, Justice Blades, who doesn't have the bravest fighter and the flicker there to escape properly. But I don't think he would have even escaped even if he had both. The squad leaders will try to make this game a draw. Right now, 2 men down. Numbers advantage to the squad leader. They are trying to push for that ending there. They're trying to see if it can work. And right now, it's not looking good. Legacy is still alive though. So there's a good chance of DPS. Applying 3 stacks of their Abyss Corrosion. They're trying to end the game. Fieldwife, the Lord will approach there, attacking that inhibitor. They just might lose that inhibitor there. The Bell Rip will come in with Demon Kai, trying to zone them out. The squad leaders trying for that ending death. Legacy will fall on an early Wrath of Dryad. But Demon Kai will say no to Crimson Era as they make it a draw in the fixture for this evening. Wow. This one is not relenting because Legacy getting caught in that right of Dryad there and falling really early was one of the major things that made them lose that fast. I actually thought they were going to defend a little bit, and the fact that the squad leaders had Belric and Baxia in their advantage, that was a very good frontline advantage they had there. And for that Crimson Era didn't have any very solid. And again, box positioning, that was another thing that caused them there. So with that being said, that concludes the game. And let me know what you guys think about the matches, and I'll engage you some other time. So with that being said, see you guys around. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's stream, and see ya.